Here we have another question from the surface area of the combination of solids, maybe 2 solid, 3 solid, whatever, right? How many solids you're combining, that doesn't matter. Let me read the question here. The question is saying a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block. All right, so cubical block we have. All right, here is the cubical block, and from this cubical block we are cutting out, we're digging out the wood and making a hemisphere here. So this is a hemispherical, all right, we dig out a hemisphere from that. So further the question is saying wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. All right, so here very interesting thing is the diameter of this hemisphere is equivalent to the side of this cube. All right, I mean if this is L, the diameter is L, then this will be also L. So what altogether we're going to get, that we're getting the height of this cube as L, similarly the breadth of the cube as L. So we know the length, we know the breadth, we know the height of the cube. All right, and for the case of hemisphere, we know one more thing, that once we know the diameter, we know the radius, and that radius is L over 2 centimeter. All right, so now we can easily find out the total surface area of this figure, right? Remaining solid. So the question is saying now determine the surface area of the remaining solid. So let's find out the surface area of this solid. So in the process of finding out the surface area of this solid, you know what we need to do first? We need to find out the total surface area of this cuboid, cube it is actually, the total surface area of this cube. And then we'll be adding the curved surface area of this internal, you know, actually internal sections, curved surface area of this hemisphere. And once we do that, we have to further subtract this particular circle. All right, because this is blank, nothing is there, no wood is there, because we have dig out and it's a hollow, you know, it's a hollow, just like the basketball, you throw basketball net, you know, I mean this is hollow, and these regions surface area we need to find out from the internal side. This is hollow, just like glass, you say, just like somehow like glass, you know. So we need to find out the internal sections of this. All right, internal sections area we need to find out, and we have to remove this part because this is hollow. All right, and let's do it now. So the total surface area of the solid will be the total surface area of cube. All right, we took all of this, and then plus the curved surface area of internal curved surface area, you say, that is more better. Internal curved surface area of hemisphere, minus we have to subtract the upper circle, this, which is nothing, you know, upper circle, it is not visible, you know, I mean the circle is visible but there is no wood at all. So how do we find out the surface area if there is no wood at all? All right, so total surface area of the cube, that's 6 times length square, side square, that's 6a square we generally write, and here length is breadth and height all are L, 6L square. And now internal curved surface area of the hemisphere, and hemisphere curved surface area, that's 2 pi r square. Okay, now further minus upper circle. Upper circle is this one having the radius this. See, the complete length is L, so definitely you can say the radius, I mean complete length in the sense the complete diameter is L, so the radius will be L over 2. All right, so minus pi r square, let me write it here, minus pi r square. So it's 6L square plus 2 pi r square minus pi r square, that's now pi r square, it's 6L square, that's cool, and pi is 22 over 7 times, you know, times r. I just told you here it's L over 2 square. Okay, so further let's do it. 6L square plus now 22 over 7 times L square over 4, 2 times 11, 2 times 2, further it's going to be 6L square plus 11L square, 7 times 2, that is 14, and it's going to be now further 14 times 6, that's 84 plus 11L square. Now 14 times 6, that is 84L square plus 11L square over 14. All right, so now it's going to be 84 plus 11, 4 plus 1, 5, it's gonna be 95 L square over 14 unit square. That's our answer. the final answer of your book may not be as we get, that is 95 L square over 14. It may be without putting the value of pi, maybe like it's like 22 by 7. You leave this 22 by 7 right as a pi, so it's 6 L square plus pi L square over 4. So from here what you can take common, you can take common L square, and then you'll be left with 6 plus pi by 4, and further it will lead you to L squared times 6 times 4, that is 24, plus pi over 4, that's L square by 4 times 24 plus pi, answer centimeter square.